Hello everyone, welcome to FTE. Feel the English, feel the fragrance of learning. This is Ahmed, your presenter. Today we are going to discuss the two important dramatic devices, soliloquy and monologue. That is soliloquy versus monologue. So we'll learn this in this video. What is the dramatic technique or device soliloquy and what is monologue, and what is the basic difference between these two different dramatic devices. So let's start. Get ready, let's start. Soliloquy and monologue both are dramatic devices which were largely used in the early dramas in English literature. Both soliloquy and monologue were used to express the inner part, motives, intention, state of mind, status, behavior of a character. But soliloquy was used for a particular character quite alone in a situation, but monologue is given to a character to reveal his situations in presence of other characters who basically do not take part in his conversation. So to understand the basic difference between the two dramatic devices or techniques, soliloquy and monologue, we can observe these pictures. You can see soliloquy is a lengthy space given to oneself when alone on the stage. There is no any other characters present near the character. In case of soliloquy, soliloquy can be delivered silently or it may be loud, but monologue must be delivered aloud. Monologue is a lengthy speech in the presence of co-performers. Soliloquy and monologue. Soliloquy is a dramatic device or technique by which a particular character alone on the stage utters his voice aloud or silent to express his state of mind, intention, motives, behavior, to convey important information, his actual role in the story, and to reveal some secrets that help the audience to understand the hidden and critical scene, plot and messages provided by the play or drama. This technique helps the audience to critically understand the whole play in a greater way of easiness and simplicity. The device was basically used by the playwrights of the 14th, 15th century and so on, and till 18th century playwrights. Later on, the use of this device became very rare and obsolete. Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus opens with a long soliloquy that reveals Dr. Faustus as a greedy person and a greedy scholar who seeks the help of the devil to become rich and famous. He practices black magic, though he had enough knowledge of theology. He was away from the attention of the god, and he tries black magic to become famous and rich. And the play Dr. Faustus by Christopher Marlowe opens with the soliloquy of Dr. Faustus. And from this soliloquy, we can understand the character, the intention, and the motives of Dr. Faustus. And what is his role in the play, we can easily understand. So we can say soliloquy is the device by which the playwright or dramatist tries to convey a hint to a particular character alone on the stage or alone in the situation or in the plot. The soliloquy reveals Dr. Faustus's intention and who he is. The best known of dramatic soliloquies is Hamlet's speech, which begins as "to be or not to be." Both the dramatic devices, soliloquy and monologue, are same in the function, but different in the situation. They function the same thing, that is, the presentation or revelation of a particular character's intention, state of mind, motives, behavior, and his role in the story. But they are different in the situation. In case of soliloquy, the character has to deliver his speech, has to expose his state of mind, whether it is aloud or silent, alone on the stage. But in case of monologue, the character has to express himself, keeping contact with other characters on the stage or in the plot. Soliloquy can be used in silent mode, that is, the character alone on the stage is silent physically, his lips are constant, not moving, but the audience are able to hear his utterance of mind and imagination. What the character is thinking and planning has been revealed through the sound system and his moods of body language and actions. Though it is no longer in use in case of dramas, but it is still widely used in the film industries. Monologue is also used widely in films and movies. Monologue is the utterance of oneself to reveal the situation and his state of mind in presence of other character or characters, while the other character or characters may listen to him or may not, depending on the situation and plot. We are introduced to monologue in the plays like Anonymous Everyman, the morality play, where the play opens with a monologue of the Almighty God, declaring his troubles and man's indulgence in the worldly pleasure, forgetting his blessing and grace. Monologue has also been presented by some poets in the form of long poems, which we call or we know dramatic monologue, which are called literally dramatic monologue, such as Ulysses by Alfred Tennyson, The Last Ride Together by Robert Browning, etc. Both the devices, soliloquy and monologue, which were common in Elizabethan and later drama, largely rejected by the dramatists in the later 19th century, when the requirement was increasing that plays convey the illusion of real life, illusion of real life, impelled writers to exploit indirect means for revealing a character's state of mind and for conveying exposition and guidance to the audience. Though before the 19th century, in case of plays or dramas, soliloquy and monologue were the major two devices to express a character's state of mind, his motives and intention. But in the later 19th century, there was the trend that plays or dramas are the expression. Plays or dramas are the expression of real life situation of human beings, real life society. So in the real life, we can never discover a particular character's state of mind, his intention, because state of mind and intention are invisible in nature. We cannot understand what is in the mind of a character. It is impossible to expose him. But by the technique of soliloquy and monologue, this can be revealed. What is in the mind of a particular character? It can be easily understood. So that is why there is a trend among the playwrights and dramatists that these techniques like soliloquy and monologue, dramatic devices should not be used in dramas or plays, because these techniques or devices are against the law of the plays, that is the revealing of real life situation of human beings. That is why these techniques were largely rejected by the later 19th century playwrights. However, Eugene O'Neill revived the dramatic device soliloquy in his play Strange's Interlude, published and performed in 1928. He extended and revived the dramatic device soliloquy and aside and made them basic devices throughout his play Strange's Interlude, published in 1928. So soliloquy and monologue, these two are dramatic devices or dramatic technique which were largely used before the 19th century in English literature. We can say in the theater, this technique in the theaters, these two devices were largely used. But after the 19th century, these two devices were rejected by the playwrights due to its imperfectness, that plays should not reveal the real life situation of should reveal the real life situation, and in case of real life situation it is impossible to know or expose a particular character's state of mind, intention, motives and behavior internally. That is why these two devices have been rejected. But still these two devices are used in the film industries, in movies, in films. We can see in the 21st century, and these techniques were also used in the films and movies of the 20th century. But in case of dramas and plays, the techniques have been rejected largely. So it was the explanation and a discussion of the two major dramatic devices, soliloquy and monologue. I hope you have learned something from this analysis discussion video. So please don't hesitate to give a thumbs up, and if you have any query, please comment below in the comment section, and don't forget to share this video with your friends, and please Subscribe to our channel to support us to grow, because your support is utmost essential. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. May God bless you. Bye bye.